reoccurring. Most of the time, when you have it like this, it's very difficult to treat. Then the what are the lifestyle choices that we need to take? We need to pay attention to smoking, excess alcohol use, stress. We need to like put anything that will give us stress. The poor diet. We need to eat healthy. As I said, things that will make us healthy. They are very cheap. It's not something that we need to look for. There's strenuous athletic training. You don't have to go for all this weightlifting and the rest. There's some 30 minutes walk. They said 30 minutes walk for 7 days in a week. Just maybe target a place and just like, let me just walk from here to that side. You can be doing it every maybe in the evening. If you can't do that, you can do it Sunday. You can do it you can be doing it in the morning if you have time. You can do it in the evening. It's very good. Then our maternal health. Maternal health is another thing that we need to discuss because it pains me when you have women that are pregnant for 9 months, and after that 9 months, they they now have complications as a result of ignorance, as a result of not paying attention, as a result of trying to cut corners, as a result of having pregnancy for 9 months, and you now discover that the child you carry for 9 months, you now actually lost it. It's very painful. I've seen people like that. I've seen a lot. So we need to pay attention to our health. We need to pregnant women need to pay attention to themselves. Visit, book early because it's very precious. It's a journey of 9 months. And I don't know an average woman, I think an average woman would not want to have a pregnancy for that 9 months, and now maybe after 9 months, I say, maybe I lost the baby. It's very so unfortunate. It's saddening. So we, as a pregnant women, we need to book early. I used to tell people that used to come to at our antenatal clinic, you need to come when you are supposed to come. Let them guide you on what to do, on some medications to take, and it's very important because women because you are giving birth to people that will continue to generate. So we need to pay attention to our health while pregnant. So there are a lot of things to actually pay attention to. There are a lot of things because if I start mentioning them, we'll spend a lot of time. But at least when you are pregnant, you present early, book early, see your doctor. In case there's any complication, they'll be able to tell you what to do and how to go about it. And we should stop reading something online because that's when I've seen people that will come and tell you that they say, if I do this online, if I drink cold water to affect my baby, if I do this, you should, because there are a lot of jargons online that we can actually buy. If you actually Google a lot, if you online, especially if you are not a medical practitioner, when you use online too much, you can even kill yourself. Because if you Google some small symptoms, then an health professional will just tell you that don't worry, it's okay. You don't Google it online. Who can tell you there is a sign of cancer? There is a sign of something that you will die in the next few days. So we need to be very careful of what we do online. Then violence against women, it's very common. It's very common in our society. Violence against women. I used to tell people, women need to. It's always better to be out alive when you are in a violent relationship or a violent spouse. We need to take caution. We need to take coverage because it's when you are alive. That's when you know that, okay, I'm alive to do things. I'm alive for my kids. I'm alive for my people. Because when you stay in an abusive relationship, anything can happen. I used to tell people, you don't stay with an abusive relationship. You don't stay with a madman. It doesn't happen today. It's just a story. A lot. I don't want to be saying, see what is happening. A man that burnt his wife alive, blah, blah. And the man is living his life now. The woman is gone. Who will take care of the kids? Because, women are the, bond of women with their children. It's very strong. The bond I have with my mom is very strong. It's very, the rare occasion we now see people that they say they have a very strong bond with their dad. So I have a very strong bond with my mom. And so any form of violence, we need to walk away from it because what does not end there. When you walk away from it, you will see the good in it. It is better than to not die. To not die in it. So then our mental health is very very important. We need to come out. We need to say anything that is affecting us. I think most of the institutions now they now have people that you can actually meet about mental health. Because depression is actually real. So that's why I don't blame people that they say, okay, they don't want to commit suicide. A lot of people, there are some people that are having suicidal threats. And so anything that bothers us, we need to talk. You can look for a mental health person, you can look for a medical practitioner to talk to, you can look for a very close friend that we can actually talk to, because it is not actually funny, because the economy, the way the economy is, and the way people are having a lot of stress here and there, and the people are stressed out, stress of work, stress of maybe you go to work, you are not getting paid very well, stress of losing your loved ones. People are actually going through a lot. So we need to come out. We need to talk to people, and it's very common in women, because sometimes you might even say your spouse is not doing fine. I've seen people that said your spouse left you and then they went to commit suicide. You need to. It's not the end of life. If your spouse leaves you, you can actually see a better person. There is not the best person in the world. That's actually the truth. And in conclusion, so without wasting our time, your body holds a deep wisdom. Trust in it, learn from it, nourish it, watch your life transform and be healthy. So thank you for listening. So I actually have some early quotes on gender equality index. Autonomy of your body, you have a legal protection against an incidence of gender-based violence. You have a legal protection, you can decide to walk away, you have control over your sexuality, you can decide you want to do. You have control over your reproduction. Nobody will tell you that you need to, give me 3 kids. If you are comfortable with 2, let him know you are comfortable with 2. That's it. You have also autonomy with family, also freedom to marry and divorce. It's not a do or die affair. Anything that is not working, you walk away from it. Right to custody of children in case of divorce. In case of divorce, you have right to your children, and so that you will not even die in any abusive relationship. Decision-making power and access to assets within your household, you have the right to it. The political power, you can make decisions within your union, within your parliament and in government. Then social resources, access to health is equal. Access to education, gone as they said, women are more, now we now have more educated women. The vice chancellor of Unilag now is a woman. So yeah, that's another thing. We have the Konjo Iweala, Obi Ezekwesili. We have a lot of wonderful women around that are doing fine. That one will now give us a pointer that even if someone actually ends his life in this activity, you can do better. Even you can do better all the way without anybody. The material, you have access to houses. Not like maybe you say now, maybe you don't have to say houses or land or anything is for guys. The women would just be like maybe like a follow up, maybe like you just be there. You have access to everything. You have access to land and then employment, distribution of paid and unpaid labor. I didn't say the weight differentials for men and women. There shouldn't be weight differentials. You distribute the same salary. It's not like you do this. It's not like because I'm a man, I'm the head of the house. You're not you have a man. No, you receive the same salary. Division of formal and informal labor by gender. You don't do that any longer. The access to leisure sleep and to leisure things and sleep. Thank you, everybody.
Wow. I think Dr. Agubiade deserves a round of applause. Please, let's show our appreciation in the chat room. Let's drop our e-clap for Dr. Agubiade. Thank you so much, Doctor, for your time and for dissecting the female reproductive issues. And, there are things that you spoke to that are very, very critical and eye-opening. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you. I don't think we can thank you enough.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening.
All right, so we'll go to question and answer session now. If you have any question for Doctor, please you can unmute your mic and speak, or you drop them in the chat room. Okay, so we have a question from Bumi Jimo. Said, thank you, Dr. Biade. That was quite informing. My question, is vaccine for cervical cancer free? If yes, how can we access it? Doctor, did you get the question?
Okay, yes, I get the question. It's I think in some facilities, most especially government facilities, they actually free. And even if at all you do something, maybe you just pay, maybe something for card, and they just pay for card. But you know the way things are, you know the way, because people, there is corruption everywhere. That's just the truth. You understand? Because I could remember when I wanted to take my COVID vaccine, some people had their like, they don't have vaccine, but I have to pay some small amount. You understand? Maybe I actually pay. But in some government hospitals, especially all these health centers, yes, they are free. This you can just walk in and just, but the what before you can get it, they will tell you to do a pap smear. Understand? The pap smear is for the human papilloma virus, so that they just take the sample to know whether it's not going. So once everything is okay, it's normal, then you cannot go ahead with the vaccine.
All right, thank you, doctor. Does anybody have question for doctor? You can unmute your mic and speak, please. Tia, do you want to take the floor now?
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Agumbiade, for that wonderful presentation. I'm sure that the audience and the participants at home have learned quite a lot from this session. And I want to appeal to every one of us, please, let's make use of this advantage, or take advantage of this session to ask as many questions as we can. You are having free consultation here. That's exactly what is happening. And of course, you know that in some good hospital, in fact, in any ordinary hospital, not talk of good hospital, to have consultation with doctor of this caliber, you have to pay some money. And it's a very good hospital. So the platform is open, and just in case you are unable to ask your question now, or you want to have a one-on-one consultation with doctor, you can, chat me up or chat up Omoye or any of the admin on the platform if you're on the platform. So I'm dropping my number now, TA, that's my number, so chat me up. Omoye, please, could you kindly chat, put up your number in the
There are
subject.
some questions at the chat section. Let me just quickly answer.
Okay.
Someone said, what age can you take the vaccine? So you can actually take it at any age. So it's always advisable by the time you start a reproductive age, when you start exposure to what's the name, sexual intercourse. That's you can actually take it at that time. But as I've said earlier, you need to do the test first. If you are sexually exposed, you do the test to know whether it's, and then they now give you the vaccine. I said, is it good to check BP once a week? It's good. It's perfect if you can do it once a week. It is even good. It's even the best thing. So it's very good to check it once in a week while you know whether it's increasing. That will even give you early sign and warning that whether your BP is well controlled or not. Because the first thing, number one thing that they normally do for a person that is coming, that maybe that the person that is not, maybe initially it was not hypertensive, it's coming fresh. What we normally do is that we normally do lifestyle modification. So when you discover that your BP is actually going up, you can do your lifestyle modification yourself. Maybe if there's anything you are doing wrong, maybe you think maybe you eat more of junks, you think you are not resting well, you think you are not exercising well, you think you are adding weight, you think your BMI is that, you can work on it, and you'll be surprised that the BP will be normal. Because when I see a person that is having a borderline BP, IBP, what we normally do is I cancel on lifestyle modification. If that person can do that, it's good. So if I now do it for like, let's say 1 month, and the thing is not improving, then we can now start with therapy. So when you discover maybe your BP is going high, what are the things you are doing? What are the things? Do you eat all these junks? Just lifestyle modification. Do you smoke? Do you take excessive alcohol? You just work on that. You will see there will be a lot of improvement. Then there's one that said, at what age should one begin to check for breast cancer? Should one consider mammography before 40 years or above 40 years? You can consider mammography because another school of thought says you can consider mammography once you are, before even, you can, before, once you are 35, some people say 30. Now go and do, you can do 35 years, you can do mammography at that time, just to check whether there's any form of a lump in it, and if there is any, they will just guide you on what to do. But mostly, most times, you just, when you check and there is nothing, then you just tell you nothing. So that's it. Where can we get the recorded session of? Okay, we get it from. Okay. So what causes no? Someone said what causes no ovulation in young ladies? Yeah, anovulatory. They call it anovulatory cycles. A lot of it is most of these things, anovulatory cycles. It's caused by imbalance between hormones in the body. A lot of things can cause it. Anovulation can be caused like endogenous steroid use. Some people that use maybe like a dexamethasone, prednisolone in any form, it can affect it. The anovulatory cycle can also cause people that have all these pituitary like mass adenoma. The anovulatory cycle can also cause like this PCOS that I said, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Anovulatory cycle, maybe someone that have imbalance. It's majorly an imbalance hormone. Imbalance. So if you have an anovulatory cycle, you need to go and do a hormonal profile. Once you do that hormonal profile, then you cannot tell us the hormones that are not balanced, then the medications they will now place you. So that's how to go about it. So most of these things that cause anovulatory is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Then maybe endogenous use of what's the endogenous use of all these steroids and the rest. Then some people, if someone like that, someone is having, there's something that I've seen someone come like I used to have a breast discharge. It can actually cause an ovulatory whatever. This you now said, okay, how can this be cured? It's what they normally do at that point is they it's not curing per se. They just place, but most of it's the commonest cause. It's one of the commonest cause of infertility. By the time you have that PCOS, there is a diagnosis on it, then they place you on some medications that will now boost your maybe the fertility. Let me put it that way, so that by the time you want to get pregnant, it will be very easy, and there won't be any issue.
Wow. Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
He said, what rule of thumb would you give to men towards supporting and promoting the health, especially mental and the reproductive safety of women in their marriages and workplace? I think the rule of thumb I would give is like they need to support their women. They need to it's just support. You show support. It's not like you care, you engage in whatever your wife is actually passing through. It's not like maybe your parents will not go to work, now come back, and maybe come back and you gotten back before him. Now expect they are come and cook food for me, and she will still go to work the next day. So we need to understand, because I know a lot of people that what they normally do is that once they are to work together, they will just before they go home. I have one here, they are both doctors. They just go home, go outside, they eat, then they go home. They come to work the following day. It's good. It's not like now say, yeah, let's go. You guys just both went to work. We now expect her to now do the house chore alone. So we need to support them. We need to give them both emotional, financial, physical support at any point in time. I think I'm done.
There's one question. What causes no ovulation in young ladies?
In young ladies, I've answered that before. I said most of it is their polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I mentioned that. So most of it is most like imbalance, and most of these things they are caused by like maybe if some people endogenous use of what's the name steroids. Like, there are some people that abuse steroids a lot. Then sometimes there could be it could be like a normal dysfunction in the body hormone that or like you just discover that okay, I'm having hormonal imbalance, something that will just come and sometimes all these pills interval sometimes they usually disturb our menstrual cycle. So now if it's not disturbed that way, there are some things we now do. Can place that person on medication and to just like correct it and then to normalize it. Then sometimes people with pituitary tumor normally have that kind of symptoms.
Okay, beautiful. How can PCOS be cured? What's that?
Okay, I think I've answered. I said PCOS once once it comes, it does not really have a cure. But what it causes, that it's not like it's just manifesting as infertility. That's why, you know, I'm very sure you've seen some women having beards before. You get.
Okay.
So
Okay. Thank you.
it's
Thank
a
you. Thank
thing.
you. Thank you. Thank you. I
Mhm.
just got to know that you've answered it before. All right. I saw that
Okay.
question coming up
Yeah.
again. All
Okay.
right. So thank you so much, doctor. Should you have any other question, please reach out to me or reach out to Omoye, and we are going to link you up with Dr. Or she wants to also see Dr. One-on-one. We are going to link you up with Dr. Thank you so much once again, Doctor. I think we should release you to go now. But then, ladies and gentlemen, please do not go yet. That is just our first speaker who has spoken. We intentionally gave him enough time because we know he's discussing about pertinent issues that concerns with our health and health of our loved ones. So right about now, we're going to bring in this